Good morning, Gianluca. How are you?
Good morning. Fine, thanks. Do you, Bobby?
I am good. I am good. So, do you think that we will be ready to present to the TOC this week?
Yeah. I
Okay,
see. Yeah, I think so. Because if you agree, I will share you some slides very quickly
absolutely. I
about.
would love to see them.
Okay, perfect. It's a presentation that I think I shared you because it's a copy of the other
Hmm.
presentation. Yeah, the main topic are those the TOC meeting request, the project state of the art, and the next step. Okay, go to directly to
Hmm.
the question is okay. Currently, we are working on the project specification. Okay, and I'd like to ask advice from the TOC. For example, the final product, general features, and also other kind of technical suggestions like libraries and tools that we can use that if there are some restriction, for example, we must use open source license, I know, and so on. So I
Hmm.
think it now we
It's
are
great.
ready
Yeah.
to
Good
okay
questions.
to okay, there
Very
are
good
the
questions.
questions. Okay, perfect. And okay, other topic. Yeah, the current state of the art of the project is now we have a Google Colab notebook and with an open source model. We are using an open source model with the Apache 2 license. The name is Zephyr. It's a fine-tuned model derived from Mistral. Mistral is very famous model, and it does not allow local execution except for a machine with a powerful GPU. And also we are using well-known third parties tool, but I'm checking the license to be sure about
Mhm.
the
And the
first.
TSC could probably answer the licensing questions right away.
Okay, okay, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
these
will
are great.
check.
These are excellent things to ask the TSC. Perfect.
Good, very good. And the last are I'm proposing for next step to, for example, host the model on a cloud. I'd like to check some of ways, for example, on Google Cloud or using the Gradio tool account is a specific tool to host this kind of chatbot, or very well known hub, which is the Hugging Face. The hub Hugging Face allow us to host. So I like to propose this step to the TLC, and in order to know if they suggest to continue in that way or in other in more in general to know which can be a good next step
Hmm.
for our project. And after that, we can create a new release on GitHub with the specification and also for with the details about what we want to achieve in the next step. This is my idea because if we have a clear if we have clear details, technical details about the next step, we can also continue to share that project using the standard way, like another blog post, some LinkedIn
The
messages.
developer's newsletter is another way we could get it out there.
Okay,
Are you a subscriber to that?
uh, I'm I'm not sure
If you
how
go to
I
the
can.
Hyperledger homepage of the wiki, on the
Mhm.
left-hand menu, there's the developer's newsletter. If you click that, you can just subscribe to it, and then it'll come in your inbox in the mail. And that's to all the developers in the community, what's happening this week or what's happening in the community. So that would be a great place when we have an ask of the community to put a blurb.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so there is a tool to send a newsletter
Yep.
from the developer. Ah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll
Okay,
show it to you.
I
I'm
will
going to
try.
share my screen next when you're finished.
Okay. Yeah, I pretty finished because
Okay.
the last is about a blog post when we know some suggestion from the TOC.
Yeah, and what
Okay,
I've been
so
working on, I think, has to do with your last slide. So let me share my screen real quick too.
okay, yes, sure.
So now, well, hi Tripur, how are you?
I,
So my big
Hello.
confusion with this project, or it really isn't a confusion, but just, my concern, and let me see if I
mm-hmm,
can get to where I am.
mm-hmm,
I've been having computer problems, so if this goes away, I'm going to scream. And it looks like
mm-hmm.
it went away. Oh my God. What the heck? Oh, I'm so upset right now I could scream. Um, oh, okay, hold on. So what I did, which I'm not finding because my computer's being really, really difficult, is let me go to FAQ Labs. I tried to save the page. If it didn't save, I'm going to be upset. So that just to let you know that. Ah, it might have saved it. It did, thank God. Okay, let me share my screen now that I have
Mm-hmm.
something to share. It was scary there for a second.
So do you have a big concern about this project?
Yes, my concern is garbage in, garbage out, good stuff in, good stuff out, and how do we control that? So, for
Okay.
me, to get the community involved in not so much the develop, I mean, there's always, in my opinion, two phases to every project, the development and the business end. I consider what
Mm-hmm,
you're doing with all those questions on that slide, the developer end, and I consider what I'm doing the business end. So in order to get this to work right, and correct me at any point if I say something incorrect, in order for this tool to work correctly, it has to have valuable information put in, correct?
okay. Yeah. Now my problem is the English because
Oh, no, no.
sometimes.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
So for
Sorry.
this, so for the tool, the chat bot to work, it
Mm-hmm.
has to have really good information.
Yes, it
Yes.
requires, yeah, the good information. For example, if you are able to extract that information from standard documentation, it could be nice.
So I'm trying to organize, I'm gonna do this week for all the projects, get links to
Mm-hmm,
all the information. So first I started with Anon Creds, which is a newer project and not a lot of
mm-hmm,
information. There's a lot of
mm-hmm,
information on the wiki page, so I put a link to that and it has the history, it has
mm-hmm,
all kinds of information. And then the quarterly reports is what each project submits to the TOC as to
mm-hmm,
their latest, what they've done that quarter. And it's very interesting as far as releases, information on releases go and that stuff. And then the regular documentation, what we've done at the documentation task force, trying to figure out the readmes and all that stuff. And then
mm-hmm,
current presentations. So my question to you
mm-hmm.
is, how do we get this information into your chatbot?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's yeah, a very good questions. Yeah. Currently, the current models are using a technique which
Hello?
is connected. Yeah, I will start. I'm trying to reply to your question. Yeah, it's a good question. Now, currently, there are a good technique which is the RAG, which is the generation of the response of the answer, um, starting from PDF or text, or in general text documents. Okay, and it seems it sounds good. I mean, I tested a bit, and it works. It works, but the model must be a good model with high performance. Like Zephyr is a very nice and powerful model. So at the moment, the easiest way is to use lots of text document to uh, have the information. Okay. The next step could be to improve this technique is another technique named fine tuning, which is a step, a training step of the system. The system is pre-trained, okay, it's pre-trained, but we can use the last part of training with our information. So to finish the answer.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can you just hold that
Oh,
thought
yeah.
for a second? I have to step away from my desk. I'll be right back. So
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. So I repeat. I try to repeat. Okay. Perfect. Yes, it's important to have documents and text documents with high quality of text. I mean, currently we are using a well-known technique, which is also the easiest way to do that. Uh, this technique is named RAG, R-A-G. G means generation, generative.
Gianluca,
Okay.
hello.
Yeah, triple.
Uh, actually, Bobby is not here right now with us. She told us she will be back. She is going away from the table. So yeah,
Ah,
if,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no problem. And Tripur, sorry, did you check something about the notebook or some technologies, background technologies?
Related to like the information. Yeah, I looked into Besu. Uh,
Mhm.
you are talking about collecting information, right?
Yeah, yeah, about the technology in that case about the notebook I shared. Um,
Yeah. So I started looking into Besu technology,
mhm,
and I'm trying to set it up and see if I'm having
mhm,
any queries regarding that, so that I know what are the frequently asked questions. So I thought that maybe going deeper into that would help.
mhm,
If if they are not able to, like, all the maintainers, if they are not able to answer us, we should have it on our own, so that once I think if one suggestion I was thinking regarding that was, like, if a person like, should be a button, like, saying that selecting all the projects from that, like,
mhm,
if they select Besu, then some suggestion of question should come here, ki how to set up Besu, so that
mhm,
they don't have to, even if they don't have any questions, and we provide them with questions, so they get their query solved, as well as they get curious about the project they are working on. Like, if they are interested in Besu, then maybe that prompt question will
mhm.
held their curiosity, and they start get invested in that. So I was thinking like that, ki if we give them some prompt questions to ask from the system.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess
okay.
I'm sorry for missing the last few minutes. I guess my
Well,
question is, how do we get the information into the model?
okay.
Like, for instance, the information that is on the screen right now with Anon, Creds, and Aries, those are all links to those documentations, which I thought should be some of the backbone of this model, of this learning model. So is that right?
Yeah.
So what I was thinking with this is that, like, for instance, I would probably right now put my name here, which means as soon as my name goes in that owner's column, before the next meeting, I will gather those links for this main documentation for Aries, and then I will come back at our next meeting for the review. And then I will say, here's for Aries. I got this, and this. It's all, I read it all. It's good information. None of it's crap. Now, how do I get it into the system? And then once we've agreed that this is good information for this project, and again, the projects go all the way to developers' newsletters, TOC documentation. I'm sure there's something here for the meetups. That's the one I forgot. So all this information, and then 1 week, someone can take ownership of one of these things and go get the links. And then at the next meeting, we say, is this valid information? And once everybody reviews it, we can put a check here in the review, said, check, reviewed, whatever, completed. And then the next week, that person who owns it would add it into the system, but I don't know how to add it into the system yet.
Okay. It's a bit more difficult, so yeah, to understand the question. Yeah, you see. Okay, I think you are talking about the how to update information or not, or are you how I can take information on to how to get information for my system.
She's asking if we want to upload all these documents that we are collecting to the system that you have made in the like the questionnaire, like the AI question, so that they can read those documents and answer us back. So
Exactly.
where can we upload these documents? The notebook that you shared with us, Yanuka, how can we upload all these wiki links of like if I'm getting a link for Besu, how can I upload that link on the notebook? That's what Bobby is asking. Yeah.
Okay. You say if I have if my information is in a wiki page linked here, how to upload the information?
Yeah, but I can hold on a second. Yeah, but I can put that in a PDF somewhere, and if that's the way the format it needs to be in. So it doesn't have to be, I'm just saying the information sources, like from the wiki page, from the quarterly reports, from the README docs, and from any presentations, like I can stick an AI model on a presentation and say, summarize this, put that in a PDF, and then upload it to, you're calling it the notebook. So again, I think I need to see the steps on how to upload a PDF to the notebook. And then I can get a team together to do that for all of this information on this table.
Yeah, I think now it's clear. I mean, my notebook works in that way. You have the knowledge base in a folder, for example, with PDF. Before to use the model, it requires an activity named ingestion, which is in that case the model read all the PDF files and convert that PDF in numbers, for example. If I upload the files, I need to launch again this operation. Okay, because for the system works with numbers, and so if I have a PDF, that means text, system all the time require to this operation, the ingestion. So if I upload the knowledge base, it requires to launch again the ingestion, which means convert that text in numbers.
Okay, so I added a column. So because I'm just working on the process before we start, because I don't want any of the information that goes in to get lost or not know what we've loaded into our chatbot. So I added a column to convert to PDF. So once somebody, now correct me if I'm wrong. So once someone, like I'll do Aries. So I took ownership of Aries. So now between now and next week, I'm going to take all of these 5 informations, because Aries had both developer user docs and end user user docs. So I have 2 separate ones for Aries because that's just the way the project is. Take these, convert them into PDFs. And then at our next meeting, I'd say, all right, I did Aries last week. Here's all the PDFs. And we all say, yep, that looks good. So that they've been reviewed. And then you would add them, or we would help you add them.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, if we have, if you want, if we want only test the system, we can have a copy on our Google Colab account, and we can add PDF in our account. If we want to have an online system, we have to go ahead, host the system in one endpoint and with one knowledge base, and we have to add and update only that knowledge base. I don't know if I understand clear or
Yeah. So
not.
in other words, if it's hosted locally or hosted in the cloud, it's 2 different ways to get the information in.
Yeah. I mean, if you have in a cloud, the system is a centralized system, so we have one knowledge base, and we can test it, updating that knowledge base. But if we want just to test at the moment the system, we can locally add information.
Got it.
So,
So that depends on what the TSC says.
yeah, it depends on the installation, because at the moment the system, we think the system to test it, but if you want to go ahead, in my opinion, it's important to understand which is the focus. We want to test this system with one module like Besu. Okay, in that case, we can use locally the same installation with the same PDF, and we can share together the result of some test. But if you want to go ahead, in the future or tomorrow, it's important to have one knowledge base with one installation in a cloud, in my opinion. And all people can update the same knowledge base.
So do you envision the AI task force updating the knowledge base or the individual maintainers?
I think, in my opinion, for now, the AI task force.
Yeah, me too.
And and also, in my opinion, because now the system, it's important also to test the system and to evaluate the performance in a way which is it's a standard way. There are some parameters to see if the system, the performance is good. Because for me it's important that the system reply in a way, but it's important to have shared this information and well known from all the community. So in my opinion, the next step is that AI task force implement the system and also evaluate performance and how to improve. This is my opinion.
When you say implement the system, Do we
Okay.
need answers from the TOC before that can happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
From our opinion, and also most important, also the TOC, because TOC can suggest to us how to do that. Yes, just one little detail. If, for example, if the performance will not be good, we have to dive in. In one way to dive in is to pass through, to go through to another important technique, which is the fine tuning. Fine tuning requires the same information but with different template. Okay, so require us an extra work. Yeah, I see also Tribur, if you send your
Yeah,
question. Okay, yeah.
I was suggesting, what if, like, we need people to upload PDFs to the program, the AI.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, you can show us the demo how to do it once, so that we
Mm-hmm.
understand how are you doing from your local as well as from the cloud, so that if we want to do with cloud, then we are able to do with that, and if we want to do it with like our system, then we can do it. Or, and if we are adding more people in the community, I believe that you like in this project, I believe that you should also have a recording with you, so that you don't have to show it again and again. Just record it once and put it on YouTube, so that if we want to access it, it's on public, and you put it on the wiki page, so that if they want to contribute, you won't be disturbed regularly for this to show the demo, if you want.
Okay. You said to create a small video and upload in YouTube about how to use the notebook that I shared.
Yeah, how to use the notebook and how to upload the PDFs, or the
But I
links
think,
that.
Tripura, I think we
Yeah.
first need to talk to the TOC to figure out how they
Yeah.
want to implement this before we start uploading. Is that correct,
Mm-hmm.
Gianluca? So
Yes. Yes.
do
Yeah,
we,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
so
it's correct. Yeah, it's correct. Your concept, and you ask the question, the current question. And also, in my opinion, also Tripur, it's correct to do that after the TOC. If that can be a way, we can talk with TOC, and if this is the correct way, we can do that. Create a YouTube video in order to share with other people that want to join the project. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the most important thing is now to talk with TOC. So it's also important. I will share today, tomorrow, another presentation, because the question is which kind of documents I have to prepare for the TOC, because for me it's very important to be. Yeah, the question is, shall we prepare any document for the meeting? The answer is yes. Which kind of document I will prepare? Because my for me it's very important to um, to uh, to be clear. Okay, because I also have some problem with the English, so it's important to write a document to present the document to the TOC in order to have the technical details
yeah,
about
no,
that,
no, no.
and also.
The presentation you showed at the beginning is perfect for the TOC Thursday, and I'll get us on their calendar so
Okay.
that you can have a few minutes to ask them how
Mm-hmm.
to set this up and where to put this stuff. Tracy
Mm-hmm.
might just say, I'll copy everybody on the email to them, but Tracy just might say, let's have a meeting, not with the TOC about this, which is fine too. So
Mm-hmm.
let me get that email out to Tracy about the next steps. And now I
Mm-hmm.
only have for us who want to help you and support you, and I think Trimpur and I have the same question. So for the beginning iteration, for the start of this project, should
Mm-hmm.
we just pick one project to work on, like Besu, and do all of this information in PDF form for Besu, so that when we go to the TOC and that they decide how and where to activate this chatbot, we can say we have vetted information in PDF form waiting to go on Besu, or should we just, what do you think?
In my opinion, yes, because now, yeah, it's very important. Now, in my opinion, we are in a testing phase.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, the system, yeah, sure, the system works because the model, it's a good model and so on, but it's in a very uh, start phase. Okay, we have to, in my opinion, we have to study, we have to learn some details, and we have to check it. Also to improve our skill in that topic.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's important to test with a first model. This is my opinion. Basically,
Okay.
could be very nice for the first candidate. Yeah. I don't know, but this is my opinion.
I'm trying to write it down so that everybody, the language barrier, can see what we're doing.
Sorry.
Is that right?
Yes. And also, yeah, AFAQ on FAQ AI, I think it's the same because in
I'm sorry,
PDF
what?
yeah, so sorry for the very first words FAQ AI, or we called the color AI FAQ.
Sorry.
But, but, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's
My mistake.
no, you propose AI FAQ for me. For me, it's the same.
Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, so do we agree with these steps for right now?
Okay, become active member. Okay, pick a source, add name, determine information links, peer review. Yeah, I think so. Get information in PDF from form for Besu to be added to the system for the test case. Okay, yes, for me it's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know, Tripuri, if you and I can spend time with Besu this week, whenever you have a chance, I'll do this real quick.
Just a question, Tribur, if
Yes.
can help you, I can create the video and share with you, only with you,
Yes.
before the TOC suggestion, and after that we can share on YouTube, or
Yes.
also
Yes.
on YouTube in a private way, without sharing the link with other person, but I can share with you
Yes.
if help
It
you.
will be
And
very
also,
helpful. Yeah.
yeah, I will do that. And if you have any kind of issue, you can write me in LinkedIn.
Yes.
I will check it. Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Okay, so I added our names, Tripur. So
Yes.
if you grab any information that you see that could follow through on these 5 points and you can convert them into PDF, just put a link to them right here.
Okay.
Okay, and then we can show this to the TOC after they tell us how they want us to implement it up here. We can show them, this thing, say, this is how we intend to monitor the information going into the chatbot. And they'll be happy with the fact that there's a monitoring review section and, that whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, so I will, before I get up, I'm going to send Tracy an email and copy everybody to see how, if we should be on the TOC agenda or if she just wants to separate meeting. And then Tripur and I will be working on Besu PDFs, and you'd be working on the video to teach us how to get those PDFs into the system.
Okay, perfect. Just for information, I will try today. So if
Oh,
if
no
I'm
hurry,
able,
no hurry. If you even just are telling the TOC that you're getting a video together for this by Thursday, that's fine too.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be working on this for, the next few weeks, so there's no hurrying. We want to get the information into PDF form and get it right before we get it in. So,
Okay, okay, perfect.
okay. Anybody else? Anything else?
No, for my side.
Good. And Chapur, I know that there's a couple more letters of recommendation. I'll get to those this
Yeah.
afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, no worries. No
Uh,
worries at all. I'm sorry I was in the airport last time. That was quite hectic.
Yeah, I'm sorry to disturb you at that time. Just I saw the deadline and I was like, okay, they won't consider my application until they get all the LORs.
Oh,
So
no,
I
no,
was
that's
like,
no worries. I just felt bad. I had the worst travel experience of my life.
oh my God, what happened?
I got on, my flight was from New Jersey to Florida. I got on the plane. It was a 9 p.m. flight. I got on the flight. They delayed us. They took us out to the runway to get the plane de-iced because it was so cold. And
Yes,
there
yes,
was
yes.
a line 12 planes long to de-ice. At 2 o'clock in the morning, they told us to get off the plane and have a nice day.
Oh my
Canceled the
God.
flight at 2 a.m. I had to sleep in the airport
Oh,
because it was a
that
snowstorm. So you couldn't get out of the airport. You couldn't get out. I was like, I found a massage chair and I fell asleep in the airport. It was the longest day of my life.
it is, and at the same time, you will be so sleepy and exhausted.
Well, you can't sleep because you're holding your luggage and people are walking by,
Yeah.
you're afraid everything's gonna get stolen. So you're like sleeping with one eye open as people are walking by because my flight was at 5 a.m. The next they
Oh my
rescheduled
God.
it. So it was horrible.
I was reading news about the cold in New Jersey. They were telling that it's very cold there. So I
Yeah,
was
well,
like, oh my God, how
yeah,
are you surviving?
well, I'm in Florida now till March, so I'm good.
Oh, oh, yeah, then
My
it's fine.
family has a house in Florida, in South Florida, so I head down here for the winter for 3 months. I don't like
Oh.
New Jersey winters.
Yeah, who likes winters?
No, it's so bad there right now. My drive, I have a camera on my driveway at home. It's like
Yes.
3 inches of ice.
Oh my
It's just
God.
ridiculous. But I'm
It's
sitting here in
still.
front of the palm trees right now, so I'm good.
Hmm. Now you're feeling better. Yeah,
Yes,
sunlight is
much better.
hitting. Yeah.
Ready to work
Yeah.
again. All right, so thank you, everybody, and I will send that email out so we can see what's happening, and I will talk to everybody soon.
Okay, thank
I also
you.
have one more question. Once we talk with TOC, can we also discuss how we are going to select the members and it should what should be the procedure for that, and should we open it for all? Like if I want to recommend my friends who are into AI, then they can also join this meeting. What should be the procedure if TOC have something in mind? I think
I
we
think
should also.
how the whole community works is they just show up and start working.
Okay, okay.
If they show up and put their name on a column, they're part of the task force. And if we want, like, I know that, am I still sharing? Yeah. We can, if we want to do something a little bit more formal right here on the, because you can get there through labs overview, and
Yes.
FAQ.
Mhm.
Did I do this right? Yeah, this one's right. We can put, instead of sign up for notification, task members, and then list everybody's name there so that you can, show to somebody you're a task member.
Yeah, that will be great, I think.
Do that here. Do that right now.
So that if someone wants to feel the part of AI FAQ community, they can,
Yeah, and
it's
then they can
open to
show
all.
that they are because they're right here on the
Mm,
wiki page.
yes.
But sorry, but we have already have one table like this below.
Yes, that was for people who wanted to sign up for
Okay. So
notifications.
sorry. Yeah.
No worries. So our next meeting,
Mhm.
I'm going to compose something before the meeting and put copy all these people on their email. Like once we
Okay.
get
Okay.
approval from know what how we're putting this up, and I'm going to be I'm going to work on project inputs. So like Gianluca, you're working on developing the tool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kapoor, you could be managing those inputs because you have such a gift with management. So if you want to be the project
Okay.
manager for those, knock yourself out. I'm just here to
Yeah.
help. So
Would love
everybody,
to manage.
so yeah, I like taking the researching the information and making it to PDF. So I could do that all day.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so I'll send out that email right now and I'll copy everybody to Tracy to see what she thinks about either getting us on the TOC or just setting up a meeting with the people who have the answers.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll
Perfect.
talk either Thursday at the TOC meeting or before then.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, no worries. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.